This was the moment I realized I was in for an experience far beyond my expectations. A military convoy preparing to storm an enemy position is not too strong a metaphor for how Gardino Drilling arriving on scene the morning of drill day number 1 looked to me. From far below on the bridge, to moving up my road in the dusty distance, to pulling onto the property and setting up all the rigs, it was an elegant ballet of heavy machinery like I've never seen. Episode 5 was a long time ago, but I'll never forget my interview with Augie, who that day gave me every detail I ever wondered about well drilling, and in terms I could understand clearly. But because he and his team have so much experience together, and he comes from a long family history of drilling, including nearly every well on this very ridge, I just assumed from his descriptions back then that each operation he talked about undertaking in the process to get water to the surface of my land was a walk in the park. And for him, as with any craftsperson who's done a thing over and over and over, they probably are. But as luck would have it, drilling for water at Casa Luna has taken nearly every tool and process in a well driller's quiver, and I was there to film it all. That's Augie there, and his brother Dominic is in the skid steer. And while the rest of the team got things moving in the right direction, the three of us broke away to discuss the morning's most important agenda item that would set the stage for how fast they can move later in the day: the drilling location. Augie had said in episode 5 that his preference would be 10 to 15 feet off the fence line to give us proximity to the house, but also enough room to put in a perimeter access road and space to service the equipment later down the line if the need ever arose. But knowing Gardino as I now do, I seriously doubt this well will ever need anything but the county's mandatory annual water quality tests. As I said in episode 5, buckle up. This one's going to be a wild ride. But before we get to that, let's back up a bit. Just look at all this crap behind me, and you'll realize it's well drilling day, and I am headed to Casa Luna right now to camp overnight and await the arrival of all the drill rigs, all the dudes, and in theory, we will be hitting water tomorrow. Fingers crossed, because that's a very expensive hole to not hit water. It might not seem like it, but I am actually pretty nervous at this point because it has been so long in coming, and it's finally one big roadblock that is about to hopefully be removed, but at a tremendous cost, and it's not even guaranteed that we're going to hit water. But I'm hopeful and optimistic and excited to see what tomorrow brings. Here, check this out. Sleeping bag is right there, ready to lay out. I got my pillows behind me. I got a bunch of junk food over there. And that is the view. Stars are stunning. It's very, very dark out here. And yeah, it's gorgeous. So, happy well drilling eve. Standing out here at sunrise is always very inspiring. It's just stunning. Pretty soon down that road, we're gonna see a whole bunch of equipment and people rumbling. I'm feeling very joyful about this. Like I said, I've been waiting a long time for this moment, and it's finally here, and we are happy. Oh, that's delicious. Cheers, friends. Happy mate morning. This is a nice way to start a day at Casa Luna. And my first mate up here with you guys. How about that? Okay, we're all caught up now.
Stuff on site. All of a sudden, it happens. And we're off and running, man. That was very sudden. They're just cutting a flat patch to get the drill rig in there. And these dudes are making quick work of it. Augie's dad showed up, and his brother's working on site, and I think his other brother's working on site. So this is literally super family-oriented, owned and operated. It's pretty awesome.